Samsung Galaxy A52 versus the Vivo V21. Both smartphones are around the same price range, but one of them is better. Which one is it? Stick around to find out. For the build quality, the Samsung Galaxy A52 has a plastic rear and frame, and I must confess it is a very durable smartphone. I have dropped this smartphone countless times and everything still works. Samsung and durability are not words that go together for their mid-range lineup, but the Samsung Galaxy A52 is built like a tank and I can attest to it. For the Vivo V21, it has a glass rear that is scratch and fingerprint resistant, but glass is glass and glass will break. The rear of the Vivo V21 does look more premium. Out of the two smartphones, the Vivo V21 is easier to hold, it's lighter, and it's the smartphone I will pick in terms of looks. However, switching to the front, the Samsung Galaxy A52 looks more modern with the in-display camera. For the build quality, I would have to give it to the Samsung Galaxy A52 as it has a plastic rear and it is more durable. Also, the front of the Samsung Galaxy A52 is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 5. As for water resistance, the Samsung Galaxy A52 is an IP67 water and dust resistant smartphone, while the Vivo V21 doesn't have an IP rating. That doesn't mean the Vivo V21 can't be submerged inside water. In my test, both smartphones were okay after doing this. Now moving to the external features, both smartphones have an hybrid nano SIM card tray that can take 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and a memory card. The two smartphones have a USB Type-C port. The Samsung Galaxy A52 has a 3.5mm audio jack, while the Vivo V21 doesn't have one. For the speakers, the Samsung Galaxy A52 has stereo speakers, while again the Vivo V21 comes with a single speaker. When it comes to the sound quality, no surprise here, the Samsung Galaxy A52 sounds louder and richer. So for the external features, the Samsung Galaxy A52 has more features, so it wins this round. For the display, both smartphones have an AMOLED display. The Samsung Galaxy A52 has a 6.5-inch Super AMOLED panel with a 90Hz refresh rate, while the Vivo V21 comes with a 6.44-inch AMOLED panel with a 90Hz refresh rate. Looking at both smartphones, I can't see anything super about the panel of the Samsung, but both displays look very good. I would even say the display on the Vivo V21 looks more contrasty and vibrant. Now for the refresh rates, the 90Hz refresh rate on both smartphones is smooth. Now when I opened YouTube and look at both displays, both look very good, and I will go with either smartphones in terms of the display quality. So on that note, for me, it's a tie. Performance is one area where the Vivo V21 whips the behind of the Samsung Galaxy A52. It comes with the Mediatek Dimensity 800U processor. It's a 7nm chipset, and guess what? It is powerful. It has 8GB of RAM, and when the phone storage is sufficient, you get 3GB more of RAM, making it 11GB of RAM. Moving over to the Samsung Galaxy A52, it comes with a Snapdragon 720G processor. It's an 8nm processor, a very capable processor, and it only has 6GB of RAM. Now both smartphones have an in-display fingerprint scanner, and comparing the unlock speed, the Vivo V21 is significantly faster. I used to think the Samsung Galaxy A52 was fast, but boy was I wrong. The Vivo V21 is on another level. Face unlock is equally fast on the Vivo V21. It is instant and more accurate than the Samsung Galaxy A52. Moving on to synthetic benchmark results, the Vivo V21 with the Mediatek Dimensity 800 processor leads the way in all benchmark app I tested. It scores higher in the Antutu benchmark. Also for the Geekbench result, it's the same. The Vivo V21 is fast. Now sometimes high benchmark results don't mean anything in the real world, but when it comes to multitasking, the Vivo V21 takes the cake. The 6GB of RAM on the Samsung Galaxy A52 is no match when it comes to retaining apps in the background. Now what about gaming? The Samsung Galaxy A52 comes with the Adreno 618 GPU. Both smartphones played Pubg on HD graphics and high frame rates, and they played it well. On both smartphones, I got about 30 frames per second and the graphic was smooth. Moving on to Call of Duty, the Samsung Galaxy A52 played the game at very high frame rate and very high graphics, and it maintained around 59 frames per second during the gameplay. As for the Vivo V21, it played the game at medium graphics and high frame rate, and it played the game at 60 frames per second. Genshin Impact on the Vivo V21, it can play the game at the highest graphic settings, but when I put it at 50 frames per second, it played the game at 24 frames per second. So for Genshin Impact, you get better performance on the Vivo V21. So guys, for performance, clearly the Vivo V21 wins that department. Now let's talk about the software. Both smartphones are running Android 11 with their custom skins. The Samsung Galaxy A52 has One UI 3.1, while the Vivo V21 has FunTouch OS 11.1. Looking at the software installed on both smartphones, aka bloatwares, the Samsung Galaxy A52 has more pre-installed apps loaded on it. You get less of that on the Vivo V21. The Vivo V21 has this stock Android look. As for ads, you get absolutely no ads on the Vivo V21, but on the Samsung Galaxy A52, you get a few notifications from Samsung apps here and there, but it isn't intrusive. As for software updates, you get 3 years of OS and security updates on the Vivo X series. It isn't clear how many years the Vivo V21 will be updated, but for the Samsung Galaxy A52, it will get 3 generations of Android OS update and 4 years of security update. Now, which smartphone has the best software? I think it's a tie. Some people like stock Android and some people like One UI. Now moving to the cameras department, the Vivo V21 comes with a 44 megapixel selfie camera, and oh my god, it takes very good pictures. The Samsung Galaxy A52 on the other hand comes with a 32 megapixel front facing camera, and it takes okay pictures, not as great as the Vivo V21. I prefer pictures on the Vivo V21, they look better in my opinion. Portrait shots look good on both smartphones. Okay, the moment of truth. Is the Vivo V21 front-facing camera better than the Samsung Galaxy A52? I mean, what do you guys think? Which one sounds better? Which one looks better? For the specs, both smartphones can shoot in 4K, 30 frames per second. Which one is handling dynamic range better? So which one do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comment section below. They both look good. They both look good. But let me know which one you prefer. Let me know which one you would pick, the Samsung Galaxy A52 or the Vivo V21. Which one looks better? So yeah, this is a front-facing camera test of both smartphones shooting in 4K, 30 frames per second, and both don't have video stabilization when you're shooting in 4K, 30 frames per second. So yeah. Now moving to the rear cameras, the Vivo V21 comes with a 64 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 2 megapixel depth camera, while the Samsung Galaxy A52 comes with a 64 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera, a 5 megapixel macro camera, and a 5 megapixel depth camera. For the camera department, the Samsung Galaxy A52 takes good pictures, but for me, the Vivo V21 is slightly ahead and it wins this category. Okay, right now I'm using the rear camera of both smartphones. I'm shooting in 4K, 30 frames per second, and which one looks good? Which one handles dynamic range better? Let me know in the comment section below. This is 4K, 30 frames per second using the rear camera of both smartphones. Now for the battery department, the Vivo V21 comes with a 4000 mAh battery, and it takes this smartphone 62 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. As for the Samsung Galaxy A52, it has the bigger battery here. It has a 4500 mAh battery, and it takes that smartphone 1 hour 27 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. Now I charged both smartphones to 100%. I played YouTube for a bit, ran a bit of Antutu benchmark test and Geek test, played Pubg, Call of Duty, Geshin Impact, and at the end of the day, both smartphones were around the same battery level. So for the battery department, you might get around 30 more minutes on the Samsung Galaxy A52, which isn't much, but hey, it's something. So guys, here is my conclusion. Now the Vivo V21 is priced at 159,000 naira or $318, while the Samsung Galaxy Galaxy A52 is priced as 144,000 Naira or $288. The Samsung Galaxy A52 is the cheaper device and it's more durable. For performance, the Vivo V21 wins in that department as well as in the camera department. For battery life, well, both smartphones are good, but yeah, the Samsung Galaxy A52 comes ahead just a bit. For me, the winner of this comparison is the Vivo V21, but the smartphone I would pick is the Samsung Galaxy A52. I mean, it is cheaper, it is easier to dispose as Samsung is a known brand in my country. I don't really need the speed and performance that the Vivo V21 offers, but if you do, by all means, pick the Vivo V21. It's the faster and better smartphone between these two. So guys, thank you for watching this comparison video. Hit the like button if you found this video to be useful. Subscribe if you want to. Thank you for watching once again, and I will see you guys soon. Balo, signing out.